Hi everyone, it's our final lesson of The Heart of the Ocean from Moana. After today's lesson, you should have written a full opening scene of Moana and you should be able to put all of those 10 bits together to get the full story. Okay? So, let's get started. As always, if you want to take a couple of moments to recap the opening scene of Moana, please do so now using the link on Class Dojo or the link I've posted on the slide. You'll need to pause this video first, however. Now, we've been using a lot of different skills today, this week, sorry. We were using personification when describing the darkness spreading. We were using a variety of sentence structures when Maui escaped from the island. We were using characterization when Takar emerged to steal the heart. Yesterday we were using pathetic fallacy when Maui and Takar battled. Today we're going to be talking about the part of the story where the heart of the ocean is lost, where Te Fiti's heart is lost. And we are going to be using a range of sentence types for effect. Now, this might sound similar to when we use sentence structures, but it's not. A sentence type is the type of sentence it is. So it either is an exclamation sentence, a question sentence, or a statement. Okay? So we're going to be using those for effect today. First things first, if you haven't already, pause the video, take a minute to get your pages ready, your inspiration page and your independent writing page. As soon as that's done, we're going to start planning using our inspiration page to get that in front of you on paragraph 1. Now, we're going to start with a question. So we're going to ask a rhetorical question in this, and I've given you the writing wheel. You've seen this in school loads of times. I've used this with you all year. Now, there's a few different words. Now, these aren't the only words. These are some of the most common words that a question might start with. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. Now, after the battle's finished, the two titans have been battling Maui and Takar. What questions might a viewer be left asking? If the story stopped there, what questions might be asking yourself? So let's have a look at the ones I've come up with. Who had been victorious? What would this mean for the future of humanity? Where had the heart of Te Fiti gone? How would we ever recover from this abomination? An abomination is something that's disastrous, it's awful and horrible. Pause the video. I want you now to write some questions, but bear in mind the question marks at the end of those, please. So write some questions in paragraph 1 on your inspiration page now. Pause the video. Okay guys, now that's been done, we are going to go on to paragraph 2. So, I want us to think first of all about an adjective. We're going to be using an exclamation sentence. Now, an exclamation sentence, you might know from Spag, starts with how or what. But the word is always preceded by an adjective. So, we know it's a really horrible thing that the heart of Te Fiti has been lost. So, I've got some synonyms here to describe horrible, something horrible. So, the ideas I've come up with are depressing, traumatic, tragic, awful, sorrowful, miserable, agonising. You might want to magpie some different synonyms that I've put up there. Okay, so pause the video now, write down some adjectives to describe the loss of Te Fiti's heart. Okay, boys and girls, sorry for the break in the video there. I just made a mistake, so I had to go back and correct it. Now, we've done loads on nouns, and what I want us to do is think about abstract nouns. What abstract nouns can we use to show that something is horrible? So, started off with shame here, and I've found some synonyms. So I want an abstract noun, because I'm going to say what a abstract noun. So, what a disgrace, what a humiliation, what an embarrassment, what an ignominy, sorry, I can't say that word, ignominy, ignominy basically means something that's shameful or disgraceful. Okay, so that's a new word for you. Try and use that one if you can. Right, pause the video, add to your paragraph 3 in your inspirations page. Okay, now we're going to add one final bit to your paragraph 3, and we're going to do one more question because I want a mixture of sentence types in this part. So, again, we're going to be asking, it's the end of the story, what questions, I want a bit of a cliffhanger, but I don't just want a ... I want to leave a question for the readers to be left with for the future. So again, I've got my question words here. What, who, what, where, when, why, and how. What questions could I leave the reader asking about the future? So I've come up with, how would the world ever recover? Where had the heart been lost? When would this torture be over? Would anybody ever manage to save us from this monstrosity? Pause the video, come up with some ideas for paragraph 3. Okay, let's finish off with our writing then. So we've got a nice full inspiration page. Let's start off by writing paragraph 1. So, suddenly, comma, a huge crack emanated from the pair. So emanate means it come from the pair. Suddenly, comma, a huge crack came from the pair, comma, and the battle came to an end. Full stop. This is the bit where I put in my question. Who had been victorious? Question mark. Both of the Titans fell to their knees, comma, feeble from the battle, full stop. Feeble means they are weak. So, when you're writing this, what I want you to be really careful of is, when you get to this question, you use the question mark. The rest of them are statements, they need a full stop. In this lesson, we need to be particularly careful with our punctuation. Pause the video, write paragraph 1. Okay, now we've written paragraph 1, we're going to go on to paragraph 2. In this one, we're going to try and use an exclamation sentence, starting with how or what. Okay, so, in the depths of the sea, comma, the heart sank deeper and deeper, full stop. Now we're going to use our exclamation sentence. How unfortunate that life on Earth was now doomed! Exclamation mark. So, again, very, very careful with your punctuation. Full stop for the first sentence and an exclamation mark for your second sentence. Now, how is sometimes a question word, but it's not in this instance because I followed it with an adjective. I'm making an exclamation. How unfortunate. Pause the video, write your paragraph 2. Okay, let's go on to paragraph 3. In paragraph 3, I'm going to have a mixture of statements as well as questions and exclamations. So I'm going to have a bit of all three, okay? So, the islands and ocean were forever cursed, comma, with the darkness spreading, comma, devouring island after island, full stop. Now, this time I'm going to use an exclamation sentence. What a disgrace it would be! Exclamation mark. Would anybody ever manage to save us from this monstrosity? Question mark. Now, I know for some reason it's cut off the last piece of writing there, but it should say, would anybody ever manage to save us from this monstrosity? And a question mark at the end, okay? So your task now is to pause the video again, write your paragraph 3. Okay guys, now you've done all 3 paragraphs, you've finished your story. So what I would like you to do, first of all, is go into Class Dojo on your account, find the English task for today, click start and send me or Miss Mitchell a photo. Finally, what you can do is get all 10 pieces of writing you've done over the last 2 weeks, tear them out and put them together in a book, and what you'll have there is a book of the story so far. The whole story of that video we've watched. And that's it done. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about this, guys. The next time we're doing English together, we'll be looking at a new video and writing that up from scratch again. And yeah, over and out. It was lovely doing this piece of writing with you. Bye bye.